flow control valves is two-way valves, which is stop flow or allow flow. A garden faucet is a good example. Now let's get started on how to read directional control valves. Valve switching positions are represented by a square. The number of squares shows how many switching positions. Lines indicate flow path. Arrows indicates direction. Lines indicate that is closed. Connection outside the box or valve. This is one of the example of directional control valves. The first letter represents the number of ports, and the second letter represents the number of positions. This valve is a two-way directional control valve, normally open. The next one is three two-way directional control valve, normally closed. The next one is four two-way directional control valve, flow from 1 to 2 and from 4 to 3. The next one is 5 two-way directional control valve, flow from 1 to 2 and from 4 to 5. Next, 5 three-way directional control valve, made position close. Our next topic is how to read numbering system of directional control valves. If your directional control valve uses number or letter for their port's direction, here's the equivalent for the numbers and letter. For number 1 and letter P, that is pressure port or supply ports. For number 2 and 4, or A or B, that is working lines. For number 3 and 5, or R and S, that is exhaust ports. And for our pilot lines or signal, 10 is equivalent to Z, 12 is equivalent to Y or Z, 14 is equivalent to Z. Now let's proceed to our pneumatic component symbols. The two pressure valves works on the same principle with series circuit and AND gate. The output of the two pressure valve is true or high if the two pressure input A and B are true, otherwise it's false. And the equivalent series circuit, the bulb will only glow if the two switches are on. And if one of the switches are off, the light will not glow. And for the AND gate, it behaves according to truth table. The output of AND gate is 1 if both input A and B are 1. Otherwise, it's 0. If we are going to look here on the truth table, input A is 0, input B is 0, output is 0. Input A is 0, input B is 1, output 0. Input A is 1, input B is 0,